Good morning, cyber traders. Happy Tuesday on the 13th of the 3rd of March, 2018. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Good morning. Good to see you, Todd, Cliff, Ronnie, Tony, Ken. Good to see you, Andrea, Fernando, Donna, Doug. Good to see you, Kathleen, Harold, everyone else, Deb. Good to see you all. All right, Andrea, everyone. Al Rogers, good to see you. Harold. All right, guys, so hopefully everyone's all excited. Today is the new cycle of phase 3. So just like I can't believe it just felt like last week we finished it. It came up so fast. You see, this is the thing I was trying to tell you, that when you went through phase 1, you went through phase 2, remember, most of your time is spent in the classroom. Our goal is not to teach you or not to tell you what to buy and sell, but to teach you how to buy and sell on your own. So that's why it's so important. You guys got to be in those classes. I know there's some great examples, and you know what? I always tell everybody that it always takes about 2-3 cycles of the course, at least one in the beginning, just get the light bulb to kick in. So hopefully all you new students out there here at Cyber Trading learned a lot, but in the meantime, we have a lot of trial members. We have a lot of friends here at Cyber Trading University, a lot of members, and let's tell them what's going on. First of all, let's talk about what happened yesterday before we go through all the stock picks. There's been a lot of good movement in the market. First of all, let's talk about some of the big winners. How you doing with that Micron Technology? Look at that trade from yesterday. Some of you guys killed it. Great move. This stock not only has been a good day trade, it's been a phenomenal swing trade. Look at the Fausto flags that you had right there on the long-term chart, just all over the place. And Micron is going to be back on the watch list here again this morning. I know some of you already traded it. A couple of shout outs really quick. Who traded the stock? I think who did it? Who traded it? Benito, you traded it, right? You got back in on that stock. Did pretty well on that. James, you did pretty well on it. I know a bunch of you guys traded. Who did? Yep, you sure did. All right, good for you. Made yourself a couple of chump change over there. Let's give him a round of applause. Chris Chain, you got in there too. Good for you, man. Crumbs though, right?
Hey, good job.
All right, Kay. They are crumbs, right? But they all add up. Those crumbs do add up after a while. It's always nice to start the morning being on a positive note. You know what's so funny? A lot of people that are watching this right now that are on our social network, some people don't realize that you could actually trade in pre-market and realize that, it's a lot easier to trade in pre-market than during the market. You don't get the volatility. You're just basically shadowing a lot of these program traders that are coming in before they get those trades that go out. All right, a couple other stocks. Also, we're going to talk about regarding that did make some big moves. Also, Micron was just one of them. But let's talk about the AAOI trade yesterday. That one also had a great move. A couple of nasty shakes here and there, but stock did pretty well from 30 to 31.50. That one did pretty well. That was one of the winners. The NETE, my God, that thing was like all over the place. NETE. Listen, you remember this, NETE? We traded this back in December when this thing went all the way to 35, came right back down. The only problem with NETE, it's got some nasty shakes. And, but some of you guys that stuck in around 11 o'clock killed it on this one trade right here. This stock literally went from $10 over to $13.50. Just unprecedented right there. That's day trading at its best. But not only, once again, being a good day trade, it's now turned into a very good swing trade, which, by the way, I am keeping NETE back on our watch list again. All right, one of the big winners also, let's give a round of applause to Ken Thole. He did pretty well on the RKDA trade. Killed it all over the place. This was basically the big winner right there. You could see it right there. That stock went from 11 all the way to about 18. I mean, that hands down was just out of this world. That was our biggest winner. And look on the long-term chart. From yesterday, it was at 6. Look at that, went all the way to 18. You know what's so funny? You always get people that will come out and says, but why is it at 13? I don't know. It doesn't matter where it's at 13. Doesn't matter when it was 18. But when we were all in it, if you bought it at 12 and sold it at 13, you made your buck. You made a buck on 1,000 shares. $250,000 a year. Anyone have a problem with that? Definitely pays more than Social Security, which you always say, right, guys? But so that's where it's that's why we do it. All right. So anyway, let's talk about what's moving this morning, because there are a couple of good stocks. But congratulations, guys! I want to get ready because class is going to be starting at 9:35 this morning, so I want to get ready for it. So everybody got their pen and paper ready. Let's go through the watch list. UAL's got some big news coming out. UAL has been gapping up pretty nicely, but it's not the stock that is more of a phase two that I would put on there because it is a $73 stock. But she's gapped up pretty nicely. She's been making a nice little comeback. Looks like it's filling in a gap right now on that long-term chart. So we're going to keep a close eye on that one. SPX, something a little bit nicer. SPX, you could see right here, has been doing great this morning. This stock back in July of last year went from $1.30 to $4. You could see that. It was a great move. Look at all the iceberg orders out here. So it's got great volume. It's got a nice little push right here. 53%. 680,000 shares already traded pre-market. All over that. Now, X. We talked about it yesterday. Our lovely X right there. What do we always teach in class? Buy on rumors, sell on news. We know everything that's going on. X obviously going to be testing some major support levels right here. If it breaks that major support level, that's right there. The stock can come right back down. It's been a fun stock. I got out of it on my swing trade. It wasn't breaking out anymore. Not to say it can't be a good long-term investment, but just not yet. But as a day trade, we're done with that. The big winner right now we're going to throw in there is the Micron technology. This thing just will not stop. In the last couple of, in this past month, in the past 2 weeks, went from 45 to the high of 62 already. Strong. I know some of you already traded this morning. You could see the stock had a great price range from 61.50 to 62. It's doing great. Once again, great day trade. Phenomenal swing trade. You could see from yesterday's pre-market, when we traded this stock was just unstoppable. The other stock I do want to point out is DRYS. Okay, I told you I did a swing trade on that. It's not really a day trade, but I don't know what this is all about. After hours, it will print at $4.40. I bought a nice small little block of it on a swing trade, not more of a day trade. That's going to make my watch list. ADXS. All right, that stock took a nasty hit, down 20%, make a little bit of a comeback right there. And looks like it's filling the gap as we could see it right here. So you got some good support and resistance levels the last couple of days. We'll see how that works out. A little cheapy. I know, listen, there's some of us that can't afford expensive or volatile stocks, so that's really up your alley. DSW. I know that Deb Fine was talking about this a couple of days ago, but the DSW, I don't know what's up with this. 81,000 shares, 5%. It's got a couple of, you got an iceberg order here at 1,100 shares. Let's see if it breaks that. But overall, it looks like, I saw this little jump right here from 1920 all the way to 2045. I thought that was quite interesting. Want to throw that out. The NETE we're going to keep up there. And then the one that everyone's probably hearing about this morning, it's all over the news, but we're pretty much not going to trade it, is it could be a nice short, but GE is getting crushed. Who was it? JP Morgan downgraded to $11. You know what? That's so sad. I don't know. I feel like I got a little sweet spot for GE, but there's one thing you got to learn as a trader. You can't have any heart. You really can't have any feelings for a stock. You can't feel bad for it. Unfortunately, we always say catastrophes make for opportunities. It's one of the, I feel GE is one of the last of the Mohegans blue chip stocks next to IBM out there. So it's just sad to see what's happening with the company. But I don't know. I think eventually it could be a buying opportunity. One brother will probably buy it at 11 GE, Dana. When you got his buying power, I wouldn't doubt it. But it's funny. You guys ever watched the movie Wall Street with Gordon Gekko? Do you remember that movie? Anybody watch that? Great movie. Okay. So anyway, in the movie, remember when he wanted to buy, when he went out there and he talked about, the whole thing was Buddy's dad owned the airline. He worked for the airline as the union, and he wanted to save the company, Buddy. But sure enough, Gordon Gekko's, after evaluating, he realized it was worth more to break it up. So you want to crush the company. And it's so funny, but when you listen to GE, what happened yesterday, now they're talking about selling off all its assets. And they don't know what it's worth. So, hey, this could be one of them. There you go, right? So it could be what was it called? Blue Horseshoe? What was it called? I forgot the name of that airline that he had, but this could probably be it. It'll be pretty funny, right? So let's see. Let's go out there and trade it. Like the other day, one thing you got to learn, everybody, as a trader, and you got to think of the same thing. Unfortunately, I always say catastrophes make for opportunities. Here on Long Island, Sears, the store Sears, a lot of them are closing down. Their real estate's worth more than what they're making. And, as much as I feel bad for the company, it doesn't mean I won't go in there and get 50, 70% off on all their tools, So, obviously somebody's going to get hurt, but, it's our opportunity. Stocks are the same way, guys. You got to remember, same thing, So just remember one thing we learned in class. Cash is king. Andrea says, Fausto flag in MARA. I saw that stock a little bit earlier. It was a good mover yesterday. Had a nice little pop. It's backing off a little bit. We could watch it, Andrea. Blue Star, there it is, Dana. Thanks for sharing that. Blue Star Airlines. All right, there we go. So maybe G will be the next Blue Star Airlines. Okay, guys, listen, let's get ready for class. Hopefully all you new trial members are having a great time enjoying and watching the traders, how they work together and how they make money, on their own. That's the key. It's not about watching Fausto and the instructors that see to you, hey, look at them bragging, put flowers on, feathers in our cap. But you know what? We got phase 3 coming up. If you want to learn more about it and get in there, talk to the education advisor, tell you a little bit more about it. And in the meantime, we'll have this video up in a few minutes on YouTube. And then for everyone else, if I don't see you in the phase 3 class, stick in here and just go out there and trade and kill it. All right, guys? And last but not least, don't forget, 1 o'clock Traders Talk here in the Cyber Group room. You guys have been here last week. You've been here. You see how great they are. Josh does a phenomenal job, in Traders Talk. And they just get, some just greater than others. I don't know if he's going to outdo what he did last week, but I know Traders Talk last week was phenomenal. So, guys, enjoy it. In the meantime, let's go make some money.